Again, go back. It long into you read percentage LLD. Oh,
Sir, there is no need of math.h, no, sir.
no need of math dot.
Sir,
Yeah, power
we
math
need
dot
math dot
power
h, sir. Power of a comma 3, no,
power.
sir.
That
A cube.
math. Yeah, yeah, it's fine. The program. You save the program. Save it
Yes,
first
sir.
of all. Okay. Now you compile. Compile. Don't go for
Oh,
running.
compile. Okay, sir.
Okay. Give
1
value.
minute, sir.
Give value. No problem.
Now
Now
I
it's
got.
working. It's working.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. Good.
That's it.
Any another doubts? Okay.
No, sir. Like in calculation లో కూడా సేమ్ ఇలానే వచ్చింది. సో ఇక్కడ పైన కూడా లాంగ్ లాంగ్ ఇవ్వాలని తెలియదు సార్. లాంగ్ ఇంట ఓకే.
Okay.
ఓకే సార్.
Or otherwise, you can go with the long int also.
ఓకే సార్.
You can know this long int. If you want to get a read or print some crores of values, then go for long int.
ఓకే సార్.
Okay. Hmm. Somebody asked another doubt. Any another doubt? Okay, let's go. Let's go with the previous concepts. We are in lab concepts only. If we discuss the very basics of the programming, then we can go for the theory. From the theory, we can move to the programming. Then that will be easy for you for the programming. That's why we are continuing the basics of the C program. So yesterday we have started C tokens, isn't it? C tokens we have started.
Yes, sir.
What is token?
Can you mute everyone?
What is token?
Units.
Smallest unit.
Yeah, yeah. Smallest unit in the program. Many units we are having. Each variable, each name or letter, everything will comes under the smallest unit. Those are categorized into these many. We have seen the keywords. Keywords are the reserved words. Okay, reserved words we have seen. 32 keywords we have seen. While writing the code also, that will show the color difference in some uh, editors. In Turbo C also we can see the different color for the keywords. And we have seen the constants. What are the constants we have seen? Literal constants and coding constants. Literal constants are integer and
Integer
real
real.
character constants we have seen. And moreover, coding constants, those are define and memory constants. By using define, we have declared the constant, and by using const keyword also we have declared the constants. Those constants values cannot be changed throughout the program.
Sir, what is mean by sir? Sir, doubt.
Yeah, what is meant by
Sir, const keyword. Const keyword.
yesterday you didn't see?
I see, sir, but a small doubt.
Const keyword, I think we have used this. Yeah. Okay, observe here. Memory constant. This is defined constant we have used. This is the const keyword. It is the keyword, predefined word, reserved word. So before the variable declaration, we are giving const keyword. Okay. So if you are trying to modify or assign some other value, that will generate error. That's what I told you. Here x value is 100. It's a constant. Whatever the variables, if you declare here, all will comes under the constants. So y is equal to 20 I'm taking. Y also will become constant. Okay. So those constant values we can use, but here what I am doing, x value I am modifying. I am reassigning to 112. So 112 again here it will generate error. Observe here, alt
Yes, sir.
F9. Yeah, alt F9. Here it is showing. Here I am modifying the pi value. Pi value also it's a defined constant. I cannot modify this pi value. I am modifying. It is an error. Actually, next observe here cannot modify a constant object.
Sir, we
This is
cannot see coding screen, sir.
you are unable to see the
It is visible,
screen.
sir. It is visible.
Visible, sir. It is visible.
సార్ ఓన్లీ ఫోటో కనబడుతుంది సార్, కోడింగ్ చేస్తున్నట్టు కనబడుతుంది సార్.
అవునా? Can you see now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sir. From before only we can
Yes,
see.
sir. We can see.
Okay. Yeah, this is the code. So it is generating error. This is the use of constant. That's it. Nothing else. If you want to make a variable as a constant value throughout your program, so you can make it as a constant. It is a local variable declaration. If you want to declare as a global variable, you can declare no problem. As a global variable also, some float. I wanted to make some z is equal to some 3.21. I wanted to take a variable. Throughout my program, this value should be constant. That's why I kept like this. Okay. I can make use of that value, but I cannot modify that value. That is the meaning. Nothing else. Okay. Now, so our concept, we have seen the constants. Now today, let us see the identifiers. What is an identifier? Already, I have spoke about the variable. What is variable? That's what we have seen. Let's go with identifier. See, rules for writing an identifier. Actually, identifier, these are the rules. By looking at the names, you can identify, you can understand. Actually, identifier is like a variable. Okay, identifier is like a variable. Already variable limitations we have seen. X is a variable, Y is a variable, Z, A, B, C. So all these are the variables. So here this variable should not be a keyboard again. Getting my point. This variable or an identifier. This identifier means actually the variable name, function name, and structure name, array name. Okay, pointers for that all we are having names, all function names. All these will comes under the identifiers. For example, we are considering variable. These names should follow these constraints. What are the constraints? Already we have seen the first letter of an identifier should be either a letter or underscore. A valid identifier can have letters, both uppercase and lowercase letters it can have, digits and underscore also it can have. But first letter should be a letter or underscore. There is no rule on length of an identifier, however, so the compiler will consider only the first 31 characters of an identifier. For example, variable name, I wanted to give you a big name. No problem, you can give. But the compiler can read only first 31 characters. Uh, there should not be any white spaces. Already I told you. Okay, we should not give any white spaces. That is a single name. We do not have any first name, middle name, and last name for a variable. Okay, there will be a single name. We cannot use keyword as an identifier. Keywords means reserved words. 32 keywords we have seen, those reserved. So except those reserved words, we have to give the names for the variables and function names and structures and all. So already I have shown you the examples. Observe here. So this roll number is an identifier. Percentage underscore marks an identifier. Average an identifier. So see this int double float are the keywords. These are the keywords. Next, uh, some valid names they have given. Roll number underscore percentage underscore average. So these already they have given. Some another acceptable identifiers. Observe here. Already I told you we can have the numbers, digits. Yeah, I'm having digits, but should not be started with digit. And this also allowed. It is starting with alphabet. We can start with underscore also. With underscore, they have not given the example. We can start with underscore also. We can have combination of alphabet and digit, but should be started with alphabet or underscore. These are the valid identifiers we'll give. See, here we do not have any spaces. Movie space name, don't give the variable names like that. Okay, percentage space marks will not be allowed. Spaces will not be allowed. So already I have given the example for this. For if you want, you can check in our programming also. In our programming. For example, I'm removing these errors. Let it be. This is also not required. Simply taken this. Okay, let it be. Variable here I'm declaring x, for example, uh, some at the rate or some dollar symbol I'm giving x dollar. So what it will show us? Alt F9. Observe here. Illegal character dollar. Illegal character dollar. Y is assigned a value that is never used. It's a warning. Observe here. It's a warning. Warning means with the warning also we can go for the execution. That is not a problem. But that will not give some accurate values. Here we are not using Y. That is not a problem for me. But error is the problem for us. Error is the problem for us. We have to, if you press enter, that the cursor will go there. We can modify. And again, I am using underscore. Underscore some x, y, z I am giving. So it will be allowed. Alt F9. Here I have to give underscore x, y, z. Isn't it? Warning is not a matter for us. It is not generating any error. Sir, can I have any digits after the underscore? Yeah, I can have. You can have. That's what. You have seen some zero and combinations and again underscore some 1 2 3. A big name I am giving as a variable. Okay, it's a single name. It's a single name. Will it be allowed, sir? Yeah, it will be allowed. There are no errors. Hmm? That's not a problem. But if you give space, what will happen? As a single name will not be allowed. Generating error. Okay. So I said. So it is showing as the errors. Okay. This is about the identifiers. Remember, identifier means a variable name or a function name. Function names means we will be having main is a function, main is a function. Okay, through this here from here only the execution will be started. So for this function name also see the same constraints they are following. We will be having our user defined functions. We will declare our own functions later. For example, int return type, some add my own functions I can declare. This is a function name. Add is a function. My own functions I can declare. I can define my own functions. That is in the functions concept we are going to learn. So this is about the identifiers. Okay. These are the rules of the identifiers. Means exactly we will take the example for variables only. Okay. So identifiers are over. What are the identifiers we have seen? So what are the rules of the identifiers we have seen? The next concept is strings. What is a string? Already we have seen in the constants, they have given the string constants also, but here we are discussing separately. It is also one type of constant. So what is string? String means uh, a collection of characters or set of characters. R is a character, A is a character, M is a character. So this is the collection of characters. Here Rahim. Rahim also the collection of characters. So that's why we can define the string like that. This string is a set of characters or collection of characters. And that string will be represented within the double quotes. Here in the constant, character will be represented in single quotes. Here, but string will be represented in double quotes. Represented in double quotes. Let us see about the string. Okay. String. Strings are nothing but array of characters. Array of characters means what I told you, set of somebody. Array of characters means set of characters, but ended with a character called null character. /0. It's not O. /0 they have to give. And this null character indicates the end of the string. Internally, that null character will be taken in order to identify the end of the string. Strings, it's a separate concept. While talking about pointers and all, handling functions also there. We are going to discuss about them. Strings are always enclosed by double quotes, whereas character is enclosed by single quotes. Already I told you. String means set of characters will be represented in double quotes. Here, the characters will be represented in single quotes. Example, in order to declare strings, here we have declared char, some variable name we have declared previously. Char, some variable name we have declared. Now, here it is the set of characters. This is the declaration of array, character array. Arrays concept also you are having. Arrays concept. There, here, how many characters I can represent? Your ending character will be null character. I can take 9 characters as a string for my name. For my name, I can take 9 characters. Okay. So, but it will take 10 bytes because character size is 1 byte. If I mention this as 10, it will take 10 bytes of memory to store a particular string or set of characters. For each character, 1 byte will be taken. Okay, this is about string. Now, the declarations we can declare like this. We are having 3 types of declarations of the strings. Character, char, it's a variable name. Array concept we are having, arrays. So 25 characters I can represent. This is one way. How many characters? 25 characters means total ending character will be 0. 24 I can take. THE CRAZY, crazy programmer, master, the crazy programmer. Okay, each character represented in single quotes and separated by comma, like that we can mention. It will be treated as a string, and we can declare this is also possible. Within the double quotes, directly we can declare the crazy programmer. Okay, and without giving size also we can initialize the string. Based on the size, the declaration of the string, it will take the size. Okay, these are the possibilities of the strings. You may get any doubts about this. Now I will
Sir,
give the example. Yeah.
సార్ మనము క్యారెక్టర్ సైజ్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు 26 అని ఇచ్చి మనం 25 రాస్తే అట్లా పాసిబుల్ ఏనా సార్? అంటే అది తీసుకోగలుగుతుందా?
26 ఇచ్చి 25 క్యారెక్టర్స్.
ఇప్పుడు ద క్రేజీ ప్రోగ్రామర్ రాశారు కదా సార్, అంటే ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఉంది కదా సార్. సో అది మనము 25 అని ఉంది కదా సార్, అక్కడ 26 అని ఇచ్చి మనం జస్ట్ ద క్రేజీ ప్రోగ్రామర్ రాస్తే అది తీసుకోగలదా?
26 ఇచ్చి 25 రాస్తేనా క్యారెక్టర్స్? So you have mentioned the size 26. You are writing the characters 25. That's what you are telling?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no problem. 26. That is the maximum size we are specifying. Maximum. This is the scope. If you can give 100 also as size, but we may use 2-3 characters. Sometimes we may use 10 characters. That is allowed, no problem. But we should not exceed 100. That's the meaning. For example, I'm taking void main. This is the simple examples only because we are having things that is again separate concept. What is string? How to declare them? That's what I'm telling you now. Here, character array. For example, name I have taken as a name for the string. Here, I am mentioning the size. Let us take, previously we have taken character, ch. Okay, now I am taking character and array. My name, that is 20, I am taking, for example. Okay, here I am taking some character ch is equal to, I can declare within the, I can declare like this, some x value I have given single quotes. How can I assign the value for name? Okay, here name is equal to, we can read by using scanf, or we can assign the value here also. Here we can assign the value here also. I am assigning, do you want to allocate the name like this within the single quotes? If you want to represent each character, you can use like this, within the brace, some hello, single quote, comma, he, comma, l, comma, l, comma, next o. Okay, but ending character we have to give
Backslash n.
backslash 0.
O. 0.
Not o, 0. 0. That tells that it is the ending of the string. Okay, that tells that it is the ending of the string. So here for ch I have assigned only x. If I want, I can assign here also, no problem. It's not a problem. Here also I can assign some x or y. Okay, both we can initialize at the time of declaration itself. So while printing printf, I am printing now ch is equal to, so here you tell me, that is of type character. So what is the format specifier for character? Percentile?
C.
Percentile C. In the new line, I'm giving escaping character. I'm printing name is equal to percentile. Here, the string will be represented, or the format specifier is S. It's a set of characters. Set of characters. For the string, there is no separate data type in C language. But whereas in Java, we can see string name, string data type we can see. But here we are using character data type only in order to represent the strings. Okay. Now give us the give me the reference for each format specifier. First percentile C, CH is the reference. Next percentile C, just that name itself is enough. We need not to specify the size. Okay, that name itself is the reference. Up to where it will print, how what's the size, where it will print means till the null character it will identify, okay, this much is the length of the string. Till here it will print. It shows that it is the ending of the string. For the compiler, it can easily identify. Okay, get ch. Then save it. Alt F9, then Control F9. See, ch is equal to y and the name hello. Collectively that will be printed. Collectively that will be printed. Okay, this is one way of declaring or initializing a string. Now another way, char some str is my string name. Str is my string name. I am giving the size some 20 or whatever you want. You can take some 20. I am giving. So within the double quotes, I can mention some Suresh. Okay, within the double quotes, I can mention here. I need not to mention this null character. This is second type. We can use whatever you want. This is second type, Suresh. So if you want to print that also, you can print name to I'm printing is equal to percentile S. What's the reference for that? str. That's it. And I can use this one also. It is allowed. Alt F9. Next Control F9. Okay. Name hello. Name to that is Suresh. So yeah, without size also I can declare one more. If you want to declare here itself, you can declare getting another variable. I'm taking some str2 as an array. Without size, I'm declaring within the double quotes some Mahesh. Okay, we can give equal. Do you want to print the name 2 and name 3? Backslash n. Just print it. Name 3 is equal to percentile S. Give the reference. The reference that is str2 I have declared. Save it, compile it, run it. Hello, Suresh, Mahesh. Okay. So this is the simple string reading. We are having string handling functions, nearly 10 to 15 string handling functions are there. In order to find out the length, in order to find out the each character, in order to find out number of characters in a passage, number of words in a passage, number of lines in a passage. So many programs are there. Okay, so you can come into that line later, no problem. So it is about the strings. Understood? Just how to represent the string we have seen. Just if you want to read your name initially, you can go with this array declaration, array type of declaration. That's it. Okay. So next we are having the concept is why it is moving here and there. Oh God. Things we have seen. Next concept. I'm sorry here. Special symbols already we are using these symbols. Not a matter. Next we are having operators concept. Operators. At last we can simply declare and see these special symbols. Operators. It's a very important concept. Very needed. What are the categories we are having? Just you have to know the operators. It's the concept. Students, can I take a break for 2 minutes? I want just 2 minutes, please.
Sir.
Just 2. I'm not feeling comfortable. That's why. What's happening, man?
సార్ గుడ్ మార్నింగ్.
Yeah, Bhupal sir.
మీరు క్లాస్కి రాలేదు, అక్కడి నుంచి నడిపిస్తారా?
Sir, I'm at home, sir. I'm not feeling well.
ఎట్ హోమ్. ఓకే.
Yes, sir. Last week I came home. Sir,
Some
I'll
of
take
the-
break. Yeah.
Some of the students they did C program, PWE subject.
Oh, very good, sir.
Your first unit is over, huh?
Not yet, sir.
Not yet, huh?
Not
Saturday
at all.
possible adjustment second period.
Your class, sir.
Yes, second period.
Class second hour. Okay, sir. I'll take.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Saturday.
Okay, sir. Saturday.
Okay.
Second hour.
Before closing this hour, you have to see that programs immediately.
Your program, sir.
The students they are written, but you have to also go through that.
Okay, in your class, sir.
In your class now, before end
Okay.
of the class.
Just 2 minutes break, sir. I'm not comfortable. I'll come again. Okay, sir. Thanks.
సార్ ఇది బ్రేక్ ఎందుకు ఇచ్చారు మీరు? ధర్మేంద్ర సార్. హలో సార్. సిఆర్ S1 CR and S2 CR, please respond.
Sir, 2 minutes break అని లేండి సార్.
మామూలుగా ఆయనకి ఇబ్బంది ఉన్నట్టుంది.
Uncomfortable గా
Yes,
ఉన్నా.
sir. That's why sir has given 2 minutes break.
Okay. Amai, Mahesh is there?
Mahesh, sir.
Yes, sir.
అమ్మాయి నువ్వు నైట్ ఏమన్నా ప్రోగ్రామ్ సీలో చేసావా?
Yes, sir.
అమ్మాయిలు ఎవరో నాకు నైట్ పంపించారు కొందరు. వాళ్ళు ఎవరైనా ఉంటే ప్రజెంటర్ నేను చేస్తాను, వాళ్ళకు చెప్పండి పేర్లు ఎవరో. సార్ యు ఆర్ నౌ కంఫర్టబుల్?
సార్
నువ్వు కంఫర్టబుల్? మేము కంటిన్యూ చేయమంటే చేస్తా.
నో ఐ విల్ కంటిన్యూ సార్, నో ప్రాబ్లం.
ఓకే, రైట్. ఎందుకంటే వాళ్ళు చూపిస్తారు మనకు, అంతే. రైట్. మీరు లాస్ట్ మినిట్ లో 10 minutes మాకు టైం ఇవ్వండి, వాళ్ళు చూపిస్తారు.
ఓకే ఓకే సార్.
రైట్, కంటిన్యూ సార్.
Students, next important concept, that is operators. Okay, so remember this structure. Can you see? Is it visible? Should I zoom?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, to take a snapshot of this one. You can go to Google, no problem. But it is the exact structure. All symbols are available. Operators. So we have the 3 categories of the operators: unary operators, binary operators, ternary operators. Okay, unary, binary, and ternary. Let us go by one by one. Here, increment and decrement operators you cannot understand now initially, but let us go with these binary operators initially. The binary operators, arithmetic operators, logical operators, relational operators. Somebody, they asked me, what is arithmetic greater than and lesser than symbols we have not used, sir. Yeah, those will comes under the relational operators. We are going to make use of them. And logical operators, these are all the logical, and we are having truth table, so we are going to perform those truth table operations using numbers. And bitwise operators means these operators will be performed on the bits. Bits means, already I told you, the decimal numbers will be converted into binary numbers. 10 will be converted into binary. By divided by 2 we can identify the binary number. Those on the bits we are going to perform these bitwise operators. Simply we are going to use them. The compiler will perform its operation. That's it. Assignment operators, these are the assignment operators. Okay, then ternary operator, it's a single operator. We are going to have condition, true and false statements. We are going to declare them. So let us see these binary operators one by one. The binary operators, let us come from this assignment operator. Assignment, then let us go for arithmetic, logical, relational, and bitwise. Okay, so let us go with already arithmetic. Already is here. With the arithmetic only they have performed the assignment operators. Let us go with arithmetic. Already arithmetic operators you have performed. Yeah, arithmetic operators you have performed. What are the arithmetic operators? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. Let us perform them. Already we have seen. Let us go with this. Hash include stdio.h hash include conio.h, then void main. All arithmetic operators. arithmetic operators. For example, A is equal to 10 and B is equal to some 20. We can perform arithmetic operators on floating point values, integer values, double values, no problem, whatever we want. For example, the result, for result I am taking x. Okay, so x is equal to a plus b. That's it. That will give us the output, printf, whatever you wanted to write, you can write. Addition is equal to percentage d comma x. Again, I'm writing some x is equal to a minus b, another operation. Then printf subtraction is equal to percentage d comma a minus b. Okay, next x is equal to a into b. Just to print it, printf multiplication is equal to percentile d.
Printf, sir, you wrote PTINT.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Printf. Give the \n to print each line string in the new line. Multiplication is over. X is equal to a by b. Here a by b, what we will get actually? Fractional
Division.
part will, fractional part will get. But here only integral part only will be printed because x I have taken in integer.
Inter.
Division is equal to percentile d. So if you want to go with if you want the fractional part, then you can take that as float. X is equal to a modulus. A modulus. Here I will take b modulus. Take whatever you want. B modulus a. Taking printf is to print modulus mod value percentile d comma. Here directly we can take this x, sorry, because we are calculating that in x, Yeah, x we have taken. That's it. Please mute yourself.
Sairam, please mute.
Okay. So these are the simple arithmetic operations. Alt F9, then Control F9. Addition 10 plus 20, 30, subtraction 10 minus 20 minus 10, multiplication 10 into 20, 200, division 10 by 20, how much you will get? 0 point something. That's why integral part has been printed. And modulus, what is modulus? What I told you?
Reminder.
Yeah,
Reminder.
modulus value will give us the remainder value. Okay, reminder. For example, here I am printing x. I am not printing 3 by 2. What will be the 3 modulus? 3 modulus 2. What will be the remainder? The remainder is
1.
1. Yeah. Let us see that out. Yeah. 3 by 2. The remainder will be 3 by 2. Okay. Remainder also will be very useful for us. We are going to use it. So this is actually a special symbol because while reading the values in scanf also we will use this symbol. Okay, there we will call it as percentage. Here we will call it as modulus. Okay, modulus operator. Actually, we may think that in our mathematics, even in our schools also, whatever it performs here in our computer, so the same operation will here. This is treated as a division in our maths. This won't, we will not use this one actually most of the times. Actually, in schooling, that is in pre-primary, they will use this symbol as for division. But while we are doing in our 10th class and 9th class and all, we'll go for the by. By means division. There we'll use this. But here there is a difference between that division and this one. This will be treated as modulus. The remainder will be taken. Okay. So this is about the arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators. And the second one is assignment operators. Afterwards, we can go for logical and relational. Now, let us go for assignment operators. The assignment operators, see, equal is the assignment operator. Equal is the assignment operator. Here I am taking, for example, here x value also I am taking some value. X is equal to 5. Okay. Another assignment operator, that is x plus equals to some a. Do you know the meaning of this one?
It will subtract and tell the answers.
No. Here the meaning of this one is x is equal to x plus a. X is equal to x plus a. The meaning of this one is this. Okay. So here plus equal, it represents the assignment operator also. Here also I am taking x minus is equal to b. What does it mean? In the comment section I am going to write. What does it mean? X is equal to x minus b. It is the meaning of that. Likewise, you can write for all others. Okay. Here also, for example, x modulus is equal to some b. What's the meaning of this one? Same. X is equal to x modulus b. Yeah. So here what will happen? The result, x value I have taken already 5. What will happen here? Here left side, that won't be treated as a value. That won't be treated as a value. Left side must be the variable. Okay. You should not take any value. For example, in the comment section only I am writing. If you take 5 is equal to x plus some 10, it is the wrong statement in the program. L value must be a variable. Okay, left side value. Right side we can have the variables and the constants, the values, no problem. It will generate, it is not allowed in the program. Whereas in our maths and all we can do. Left side we can have the values, uh, we can do the calculations, that's not a matter. But here left side there should be variable. Okay, this is the meaning. Directly you can execute. These are the assignment operators which we are having. Equal, plus equal, minus equal, multiplication equal, division equal, modulus equal. All these are the assignment operators. Simply for assigning the values. The meaning also we have seen. This is the meaning of that. Okay. For today it is enough because the class time is over. Okay. We
Sir,
have
mobile
seen,
app.
yeah, mobile app. I am very sorry, man. We are not getting time. For your sake, now itself I will schedule the class. Okay. I am Really sorry. Yesterday I too forgot. Now itself I will schedule the class at 2:30 because
Yes, sir.
we are not having the sufficient time. Itself. You want I'll schedule the class. I'll schedule and send it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
2:30. Exact 2:30. Everyone, please join today.
Okay, sir.
Don't miss. If I am forgetting, just you can ping me in WhatsApp. No problem.
Okay, sir.
Sir, your number.
Number 99120.
Sir, 1 minute, sir.
Already I gave you
99120
99120 733
733
97.
99120 733 97.
Yeah. 99120 733 97. Okay, students.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Bhupal sir wants to check your programs. Okay, Sir told me to check. I think so. Sir, are you there? Bhupal sir?
Not this.
Yeah, we can check later. Okay,
Sir
you
is
can
in
join in.
meeting.
Yeah, you can join in another class. Next class.
Yes. Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
sir.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Gautam, tell me. I'm
Sir, మీరు
unable
ఇందాక
to close. Yeah,
సార్
tell
మీరు
me.
ఇందాక స్ట్రింగ్స్ లో 3 టైప్స్ చెప్పారు కదా సార్.
అవును.
అట్లా థర్డ్ టైప్ లో మీరు బ్రాకెట్ లో నంబర్ రాయలేదంటే దానికి లిమిట్ ఉండదా సార్?
నో ప్రాబ్లం.
ఓకే ఓకే సార్. అదే లిమిట్ లేకుండా రాయొచ్చు కదా సార్ అది?
రాయొచ్చు.
ఓకే
దట్స్ ఆల్సో అలౌడ్. మన డిక్లరేషన్ బేస్ చేసుకొని అది సైజ్ తీసుకుంటుంది.
ఓకే సార్. ఓకే ఓకే సార్. థాంక్యూ సార్.
ఓకే. ఓకే.